And what should you do if a man doesn't act right? When a man doesn't behave right, when he withdraws, when he speaks ill to you, when he doesn't speak with respect, when he doesn't commit, or when he isn't even loyal. But obviously with these things it's more obvious, but with little things like he just withdraws, he becomes cold, he passively is aggressive, or he actively says something that doesn't make you feel happy, what should you do? Okay, let's talk about this today. And the answer is it depends. It depends if you're dating or in a committed relationship, like married, engaged, or even dating but in a committed relationship. Okay, so when I refer to dating, I mean kind of like this circular dating, dating where you are just like getting to know the person on coffee dates, like this kind of friendly getting to know someone, versus like being in a committed relationship. You know, a lot of people call it dating when you are with someone, right? But you get the point. There is a difference between you just getting to know someone and you're really being intimate, being in love, um, building a life together, maybe living together already, and being intimate together. And yeah, so there is a difference towards that. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Ellie Taylor. I'm a dating and relationship coach. I've been I've been helping women all over the world since over 6 years to attract their dream partner, to attract their Venus proposal, to have a loving relationship, and also after they get engaged, I've been helping them having a loving, fulfilling relationship that's harmonious and where it's like this beautiful forever after. Okay, so let's get back to the topic of what should you do if a man misbehaves. So, the title of the video is Dating is Not Rehabilitation. Like, it's not a place where you're supposed to teach a guy something, be patient with him, make excuses for him. Think about it. When a guy gets to know you, he is on his best behavior. Best behavior. And if his best behavior is really shitty behavior, think about it. Think about it. If his best behavior is really shitty behavior, what will happen then? So either he on purpose does it to kind of like manipulate you. A lot of guys, they are watching those channels that teach them to behave badly in order to create an emotional response. And a lot of women will fall for that, especially when they have some kind of deep trauma. They will fall for that. It's like the concept of I'm being hurt, and then a woman starts obsessing about a guy, and she becomes really dysregulated. Okay, and there are three types: fight, flight, freeze, um, and like freeze, fawn, or people please. There are those four types, right? So if a guy behaves really badly, um either he is really not self-aware, he just doesn't know what he does, or he on purpose is trying to trigger you, so you become a people pleaser, or you become like in this freeze mode, you don't know what to do. And these are kind of the predators who would take advantage of you. So when a guy, especially in the beginning, behaves so badly, um there is no patience here, there is no making excuses. You'd have to block him, even if you have this trigger response of just wanting to please him, or you have the trigger response of just not knowing what to do. You have to step back, you take a deep breath, okay, and you have to let go of him. And if you realize it's very difficult for you, then make sure to reach out for a free love audit call, because I will be able to help you in that moment to really see things for what they are. Okay, so I know women who are either triggered or they have a very big heart of I'm just gonna be patient, I'm just gonna hope he's gonna see how good I am. Um, no, that's not the right thing to do here, because a guy is on his best behavior, and if this is his best behavior, ay ay ay, you already can imagine where we are going into. Okay. So the other thing is, let me, if our guy behaves poorly in the beginning, he might be very, very triggered and he has like zero self-control. And if someone isn't even self-aware and cannot even act in the beginning kindly, that's not a good match either. Okay. But I do want you to look for love bombing. Okay. Love bombing is a concept where a guy is like really overwhelming you with love, affection, time, and that can be toxic too, but I will keep it for another video. Okay, so a guy should be kind and normal, but not like love bumping you, because that's often a manipulation tactic too, where he will later kind of control you or put you down. So yeah, that's why I always tell you, ladies, you have to be circular dating. You have to be dating in a way that you're not too attached, that you can walk away if red flags come up. And you should be able to walk away when red flags come up. Okay, so basically that's my advice when you're dating. Like this kind of circular dating style where you're not intimate, you're just going for coffee. If you see red flag, let him go. Let him go. But also I don't want you to go into this extreme of, oh, there is a little miscommunication, you let him go because it's a red flag. Again, in that, maybe there must be a little bit more of clear communication. Okay, I'm seeing that a lot with my clients too, where there isn't enough communication. It's not a red flag, it's lack of communication. So again, I highly encourage you to reach out for a free love audit call so I can help you um, through those steps. And by the way, when you're dating and single and you're looking to be engaged to a millionaire, I have a free masterclass for you. It's completely free. And it's called Become the One. It's even a masterclass series. There are so many amazing tips, step by steps for you. Make sure to sign up for that masterclass. The link is in the description box, okay? Or even in my bio. So, when you are in a relationship, either married, engaged, living together, or just exclusive and intimate together, it's different. Because sometimes, yes, there is a mismatch in values. But in a relationship, our deepest, so when there's a mismatch in values, it's just not a match. Yes, that has to be discovered. But in a relationship, it's very common that people's deepest triggers come up. Yeah, and no matter how many books you read, how much you're a pro in psychology, triggers do come up in a relationship. Okay, for example, that's my personal example. Like I'm not a person who like wants anything bad to anyone. Like I'm really an open-hearted person. But I did realize that in a relationship, I start, instead of listening to somebody's pain or feelings, I start feeling accused and I start defending myself. Like, for example, someone is sharing, we went to this restaurant, like, I think this food wasn't so good, and I chose this restaurant, and I immediately would feel accused, like, like I only chose it because I thought you like, I don't know, you like Chinese, that's why I chose it. You like this food. So it is just a trigger that came up, and I had to work through that habit to yeah, to be a good partner. And the same happens for men. So if your man in a relationship acts in a certain way that isn't cool, like either he defends like me, or maybe he withdraws, or He might do a little passive aggressive comment. It's not like, oh, now I have to break up and now um, we are not a good match at all. Okay? So, in this case scenario, if your man is open to, sorry, if this man is open to making this relationship work, in this case scenario, you guys need support. You need a coach that help you go through those things. Okay, that help you solve triggers. And even a person like me, when although I'm a coach, it's not advisable to be the therapist and coach for your partner. It's really important you have someone from the outside. So when you're in a relationship and you also desire support, make sure to reach out for a free love audit call. The link is in the description box and in my bio, because it's not that simple like, oh, we either have to break up, or we now, okay, we work through this trigger. Like, every situation is so different. But in a healthy relationship where two people commit to each other, love each other, where two people choose each other, where values and goals are actually compatible and there are no big deal breakers, those triggers might come up and people might misbehave. But then those things have to be worked through and they can be worked through. Okay, so throwing away this relationship will not solve anything, because in your new relationship you will have the same problem. If I, because I'm so defensive, would just throw away the relationship, I would never learn. Or even if my partner would be committed to me and be like, she's so annoying and so defensive, let me just break up with her. Imagine I didn't have commitment in my relationship. I wouldn't even get the chance to learn this, right? To stop being so defensive. So that's what I'm saying. Like, in a relationship, it's not about just like leaving each other, because it's about being committed, it's about working through things together. And then you guys both can just relax and love comes up and there's connection and those beautiful romantic moments come up, and you guys can just like build a beautiful life together. So yeah, that's my message for you. If your man behaves badly, if you're early dating, circular dating, mm-mm, let him go. But if you're in a committed relationship, it depends. It depends what that is. Is your partner on board? And you know what? A lot of the times, even when your partner doesn't actively work on himself, but the woman raises her boundaries, raises her standards, he literally levels up, especially when he's already committed. He levels up. And you ladies know, I help you make sure that you find a partner that is committed, or that he steps up to the point of commitment. And when he's committed and you set a new standard of, you know what, we're not going to speak to each other like that, he is going to level up too. Like 99% of the times of my clients who are in a relationship, this is what's happening. All right. Thank you so much for watching. And I see you in the next video. Make sure to subscribe, to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed this. If you have any girlfriend that is being mistreated in a relationship, send it to her. Or when she's dating, send this video to her. I'm sure she will benefit from that. Become the one if you are dating. Even for a woman in a relationship, there are lots of amazing tips. And I see you in the next video. Bye.